Welcome to Southern Maryland Sports Journal. I'm your host, Travis Thomas. We have a special guest, Great Mills head coach, Tyrone Bell. Tyrone, thanks for being on the show.
Not a problem.
As a Great Mills alum, last season, football season didn't exactly go the way I had hoped, man. And I know as an alum, if I felt that way, I can only imagine how you felt. You guys went winless last season. Talk a little bit about how you changed the culture.
Well, I mean, you got to start from the beginning. And bottom line is you got to start from the top. And it starts with the coaches. All great teams take on the personality of the coaches themselves. And we have to change our attitude and change our direction and change what we're trying to do before I can change a team. So I can't expect a team to do something if us as a coaching staff are not willing to contribute. So once we get our commitment level together, then we trickle that down to the kids so they can see that, look, this is what we're doing to help you guys out. We're not asking for anything more than just effort.
Coach Bell and I went to high school together, and college, actually. We both went to Towson University. He was an athlete. I was, well, that's another story. Anyways, Coach, just talk to me a little bit about what it's like being back in the area and at your alma mater and coaching.
I would tell you, at first it was very strange. You get everybody contacting you, all of a sudden your Facebook page is lit up by a whole bunch of people you haven't talked to in a long time. Everybody's wishing you well, and everybody has a lot of expectations on you, that they expect that you're going to come in right now and change everything within 24 hours. And that would be lovely, but I also know it's not realistic. And you got to walk that thin line of, you don't want to disappoint people because you want them to be excited about what's going on. You want them to be around the program. You don't want to sit there and say, look, this is going to take some time. I want your support. It's going to take some time. You don't want to say that to a person because you want them to stay excited and stay the course. At the same time, then you have to be realistic. Luckily, I've always taken the approach that I got to coach first. I got to do the coaching first, and that I understand what we're trying to do. And I can sit here and try to put a team together to be a good football team for a season, or we can try to get this thing going so we have a good football program that will last beyond my years.
Notable games for Great Mills this season. They open on the road against Calvert. Anytime you're talking Great Mills football, you're talking Chopticon and Leonardtown, so you know you circle them on the schedule. And you can see them right here on MetroCast Channel 10, September 12th against Thomas Stone. I'll have your play-by-play and, of course, post-game reaction and highlights as well. The youth movement was in full effect last season for the Chopticon Braves football team. The majority of their team was made up of underclassmen. Of course, all that inexperience hurt them in the standings as the Braves struggled to a 2-8 record. On the contrary, those young players gained valuable lessons that can be implemented this season for success. It's all access, Chopticon football.
Well, I have to say that it was a disappointing season. I make no bones about it. Our expectations are very high. We had made the playoffs 3 out of the previous 4 years, and we expect to be in the playoffs. And so last year was definitely a step back. We had a lot of inexperience, but there's no real excuse. The bottom line is we didn't really come together well, and that probably was the most disappointing thing for me. But we did turn around. We won our last game. We brought up 6 sophomores who played extremely well, including at quarterback position, and we thought that helped lay the foundation for this. So, we're hoping to learn a lesson and move beyond it and get back to where we were, and maybe even take it beyond that.
We had a terrible season. We didn't have the talent. Nobody put the effort forward. It went 2-8, and hopefully we turn it around. Just got to have everybody pick up their attitudes and push everybody harder than what they have been working.
I'm expecting a good season. We have a lot of players who are ready and focused, and it's showing. It's showing like a good season. We shouldn't have we should have probably only 3 losses, shown from our 7-on-7s, tournaments, and practice. Looking really focused and ready for next season.
Notable games for the Braves this season. They open up on the road against Thomas Stone. Of course, if you're talking Braves football, you're talking the rivals, Leonardtown and Great Mills, highlighted on the schedule. And then a game you could see right here on MetroCast Channel 10 on September 20th, a road game against Northern. Of course, I'll have the highlights and post-game reactions from that one. Thanks to Great Mills head coach Tyrone Bell for being my in-studio guest. Of course, a special thanks to Hilltop Signs and Graphics for our set, And last but not least, thanks to you for watching Southern Maryland Sports Journal with me, Travis Thomas, exclusively on MetroCast Channel 10.